Alright, everybody, welcome back. As you probably can see, I finished the drawing, the first one. There are some here and there things that I had to do, which was including a building. I don't know why, but yep, I included the building that I actually needed to make, which was actually the government building that was actually included, which is technically full of fully created with grass, and then some windows as well. So it's a decent building. That's for saying for sure. So we have this kind of idea. So that's all fine. And yeah, no further ado, let's create a new one, and that is gonna be the option 2 that we are gonna be creating. So we're gonna create the same idea. Of course, we're gonna be loading up. Let's see. Yeah, let's just duplicate it. It's not that problematic, and we can use that to create ourselves the idea of how big it is gonna be and how small it's gonna be. There you go. And yeah, no further ado, let's get started. So, one of the things that I want to know, but jeez, come on, work with me. Why are you not? Oh yes, I'm using the wrong layer. Yes. So I want this to be above it, and then I can draw, right? Yes, I can. Good. So, one of the things that I want to do is actually keeping up with the same idea. So, can I keep up with the circle bit around? So I'm gonna be keeping it with the emblem or whatever it's gonna be called, seeing how that works, and then go from there on. So that's the idea, and the better we get at it, the more easier it will become. So we have this, and now we can add some new stuff towards it. So what I want to do here is actually create instead of this, we can actually create actually the emblem in the mid section instead of the out section. So we are going for the outside. We're going for the icon in the middle, and then see from there on, see how that turns out to be, and see if that actually works better. So yeah, we're gonna be changing it up a bit. Of course, we're gonna keep up most of the. We're gonna keep some of them around, but of course, we're gonna go for this, and then we're gonna go for again this with this. This time we're gonna go for this kind of idea. And that's the idea, that we're going to be keeping up with the same ideas, same sections, but we're going to be changing up the icons a bit around and see how that turns out to be. I think that will also work quite well because of how that works. There you go. All right. Now we have this on that side. With a building on that side, so there you go. So if we're gonna go for this, then we're gonna go for that. Now we have this. All right, now we're gonna get the ideas again up and running a bit. Yes. So I want this to be a little bit bigger. And then I want this, the whole writing part. I actually want that to be included. There you go. I think that would work. Good. There you go. And this should work, if I'm correct. Come on. All right. Bridge to bridge. There you go. The idea is then this way. And then instead of that, we're going to go for that. There you go. Something like this. And then that should work. So at least you know that's how I'm going to be aiming to do it. All right. Bridge to bridge. So now we have this kind of idea. Um, we can get this kind of idea to running, right? Yes, we could. Alright, so we now have this. Instead of Orion, we actually have Orion. Like that. Make that like that. Good. So, does this work? Probably yes. Now the question is like, how do I then add in these things? Probably like that, right? That will work. Alright. Now we're gonna remove this, and then we're gonna be editing in the... Well, removing the sketch, and then get to the next bit of it. Let's put it that way. So first things first, what we need to do is erasing a lot of issues. Jesus. I am not good with drawing circles. That's one of the things that I am not good at. I'm good at other things, but I'm not at circle drawings. Nah, perfect circles don't exist in my opinion, but it's not my forte, let's put it that way. Alright. We have done that. Now we're gonna be increasing the difficulty a bit to create this right now. And then create this over there. Create this one right there. All right. That is great. Now we're gonna go for this. And that should work. All right. All right, now it's gonna be the hard part here. And the idea, of course, of these things is that we have two concept designs to choose from. And then either way, we can either, combine them if we want to, or, use them separately. Of course, there isn't always a yes or no factor, so that's all good. And I still like the icon more than the. I think the icon is better than the building, honestly. In the midsection. The main problem then is that it doesn't represent the place where it's supposed to be held. That is correct, but you get the point. All right. There you go. Now we have done that. We can now add in the more devious stuff. Yes. So now we've done that, we can now add in the other stuff. All right, let's put this one back again in there. All right. It's gonna be a hard one, definitely, to keep everything in check. There you go. right. Now we're gonna get this part done. Alright. So, we have done that. Alright, and this way. So the idea is that, oh, hello, Wolfie. Good day. I hope it has. I hope the day has been well. Yeah, probably. It has been quite well. I finally found out how to do the settings for the oven, so that's all good. I finally figured out the right settings. Would I do it again? Probably not. For quite a long time, because I do not like the oven. I like to cook more, but yeah. I tried the oven for once. It luckily didn't backfire too much, so it's all good. So as you can see, it has the same idea. It has the same yeah, it has the same idea, but it is a little bit more cleaner. All right. That's good to hear. Trying the different ways of cooking can be interesting. Good luck with the progress. Thanks. But yeah, figuring out how to do cooking is always a very experimenting thing to do anyway. And I do like it. Don't get me wrong there. Alright, we did do the thingy. Alright, now we need to make sure that this thingy does look nice. Did I use a tick layer here? Probably. Luckily, it's not too bad. There are some issues here and there that can be solved quite quickly, so that's all good. It's just that sometimes the handiwork of my hand is... I'm not a very clean drawer. Let's put it that way. I'm not very clean with it. I'm very sketchy sometimes. And that always gets me in the later stages. Luckily we can fix that most of the time anyway. Alright. We have now the thing that I want to draw. That is good. We have all the... Yes, we do. Good. Now we're gonna borrow one color only, because I'm now gonna be doing a one color only, because that's actually quite what I wanted to do in the first place. To see how that ends. All right. Here we go. So first things first, we're gonna grab the color that we have left behind, which is this color right here. Right? Yeah. Oh well. Yes, that's the color I'm going for. All right. So colors first. This time we're only going to be using one color and then see how that works out and see the effect upon this to see where that goes. There we go. All right, now we have done that. We can now pick up a lighter color and then, we'll go from there on. So technically, if we go for the light needs to go touching like over here. So it's gonna be touched like that. Boom, spread around like that. So it's gonna be put from here on, right? Yes, and then shimmering. Yeah, all right, good. Alright. Let me see. Alright. Then over here it's gonna be like that. And then over here it's gonna be like that as well. Now we're gonna go over here. Alright. There you go. Alright. Alright. Now I'm gonna pick up a little bit darker color. right. And then continue here. Oh. Yes, alright. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're almost there though, luckily. Now we're almost there, so only thing left behind is now a lighter button. So, like this. Oh, really? God damn it. Almost. Almost. I almost had it correctly. Alright. Continue. There we go. I think that also will work. Nice. A little bits here and there that are still not fully correct, but you know, I think I did a pretty good job here. All right. Now the only thing left is, of course, signing it. Oh, that's way to take off pixels. 8 is maybe the best one, yeah. Then grouping it. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. I think this one is also very nice to look at. You have this one, and you have this one. Both are actually the same, but they provide different kind of feelings towards it. So you have this one, and you have this one. This one, or this one. This one, or this one. This one, or this one. So the idea is that well, we have two different kind of two different kind of ideas. So one is that this one represents, the golden medal around it, and then figuring it out. And with this one, we don't have the lines into it, so we don't have the lines on the top or in the middle. We just have, only on the bottom side, and we actually have the sigil that actually is used by the running academic instead of, the building that represents the province where it is held. So now the province that is held, we have it actually we have actually on the top. We have the iconic things that are that is the run famous for in the midsection, and we do still have, the watery effect to it, the nice little air, the breeze and all that stuff. It's still there, so it's a little bit more of a different kind of idea, but it is, it's almost the same. So we have now two different kind of feelings towards it. We have, like, different this one here, this is different, And here I actually implemented the sigil a bit more the same as how this way it goes, but then, a little bit in the inside instead of on the outside. And I think by looking at both of them, they both provide a good idea of what is what. The only downside there is that there might be a little bit of an issue here and there, but I don't think so. Because, they both are created the same way. It's just that, they have a little bit of a different, like, there is no inner ring, and there is an inner ring in this one, there is no inner ring in this one. It's just, boom, you have multiple layers that you can mold it down to, and then, you start at the base. The base is the darker part. Allow me to pick a different layer here. So we have let's see. So this is the darkest part. So this is the bottom layer. Then we're gonna go up. Then we have this color, which is then afterwards. So technically, this is where it is the low. This is where it is the lowest. Then we have the thickest. Oh well, then we have the midsection. Then we have the bolding and the forming. And then we have the sparkly, which is, that means the end point. So we have these things. So we have this for that one, this for that one, and it all represents, bronze, or well, similar ways of bronze at least. So we have different ways of seeing it out, and we know now how it works and where it goes. And technically, if you would, place this down into a mold, you would be able to get to it. So if you then do it the original way, all right, so we're gonna be just picking it up on another side. So we're gonna pick up this one. We're gonna put this all the way up. We're gonna draw a big giant white screen. Let's say this. All right, and that is good enough. So I don't even have to draw a white screen then. Oh, I don't have to draw a white screen. So so the idea is that since that we have this top part here, the top part is going to be probably a photo. So it's going to be a photo taken by the crew. So that is probably going to be a thing. The photo is going to be implemented to the top side. Then, of course, the bottom side, the side parts, the golfy lengths, that can actually be mechanically placed to give that watery effect to it. The icon is going to be in the middle. So icon in the middle. Watery effect is going to be still there. Then we have the watches. So we have this and then we have two photos again. So photo 1, oh well, photo 2 and 3. That are those things. They are placed right here as a placeholder to get the idea of the watches. They will then be, copied, snapped, and then, placed on it. And then the bottom side is going to be the name and date, name and date, date. So there you go, date with an E. And yeah, and then there's also going to be the miles run. So the miles run on that side. So yeah, that is how it looks. And on the other side, and the other one, I'm believing it's almost the same, but it's different. So instead of having the photo there, so the other one is technically, let's see, it is icon on top. So icon is going to be here. Then, of course, wavelength lengths again. Miles run over there. Miles run. Photo 1 and photo 2 and 3 on the side. So photo 2 and 3 is on the side. And then, name, date is the same. So name and date. Date are going to be here. So there are some little bit of differences. So we have photo 1, photo 2 is going to be placed here and here. Then name and date is going to be placed here. So it is still almost the same, but the difference is that, yeah, the placement on the mouse, the difference is that we have instead of the icon and instead of the icon being on the top, we have the icon in the middle. Therefore, we have the photos in the mid section and in the top section, and then we have the names and the date in the bottom section, and the well, you know, very artistic kind of feeling towards it on the sides to represent the water. All right, that's it. That is gonna be it. I know it's of course not the best. You know, this is technically a drawing that needs to be well, you know, you need to understand what I mean by these drawings. It's you know, a little helper, like, oh, you want to design something. All right, well, here you have an idea of how to design it. You have the mid section there, you have two sections there, and then you have the other section right there, and then it's supposed to be solved. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for. That is, this is the last one, and probably I don't have to do any more, so that I can continue. And I think these things will be probably well received. That is for sure. So, I hope you'll have enjoyed for today. And yeah, this was a blast. You know, drawing emblems is always great. I don't mind that, and it does help me learn how to do shading properly. And yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. Lighting and shading is not my strong suit, but the more I do, the more better I get at it, the better it will become. So that's all good. And yeah, probably gonna be working tomorrow again on the on the ballgame scene. So yeah, I hope you'll have enjoyed, and thanks all for watching. So we're gonna type in the bridge. Wait. Emblem bridge 2. Blue. Yeah, there you go. I hope you all have enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then,